John Morehouse here, guys, with Glory Martial Arts in Orlando. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about what's going on in the world right now and how it's affecting us as a gym and what we're doing as a team to kind of keep providing for our members and patrons, to keep them involved and keep everybody going until this thing passes us by.
Safety-wise, what kind of precautions have you had? I know with the CDC, you're not allowed to have a lot of people in here, so what are you doing with that as far as?
So as far as precautions, when this first all started, people started slowing down anyways. We weren't getting as many people into every single class. And we have a few different sections of the gym, and what we would do is try to just spread people out evenly to do our workouts and to do our drills. We transitioned slowly away from doing a lot of the partner drills and the more common kickboxing stuff we normally do, and started focusing more on bag work and standalone drills that you can do by yourself. We were one of the first businesses, gym businesses, were one of the first ones to get shut down by the governor and not supposed to be open at all. And so that was kind of, just hit us out of nowhere, and I'm sure everybody else as well. And so we've had to do things, that some other gyms are trying to do to keep our members engaged and keep them involved and still give them value for what they're doing. And so we're doing a lot of virtual, a lot of online stuff, and we're doing it a little bit differently than I've seen a lot of the other gyms do too. So.
Well, with that virtual transition, is it more difficult working with all of your students and trying to get them engaged in the
Yeah, just like with anything else, people come to a gym to work with a trainer, or they hire a personal trainer, or they get a dietitian, not because they can't do it themselves and figure it out. It's they need that motivation and that push. I always give the example of everyone knows how to lose weight, but the reason they hire a trainer to help them is so that somebody can hold them accountable. And so, yeah, it's a lot harder to get people engaged online and things like that. But what I've been trying to show members and talk to my team about is it's not so much whether you guys are actually doing the workouts. I want to show you that we care and that we're trying to put stuff out and give you guys options and things like that to keep you at least motivated or involved and add value to what you already know and have learned from us until this is over. They gave us till, I think right now it's till April 3rd. So basically the whole month of April. And so we just need to get through that month together. Everyone needs to work together, and I appreciate all the support we've gotten from our members, and I know a lot of gyms do as well. And we have also, reached out, and I'm sure most gyms have, and if they haven't, they definitely should, reached out to their landlords and things like that, because they're working with us on kind of erasing this month and things like that. So that's what we're working on right now.
With I know the stimulus package is in the air right now. Small business loans, have you taken advantage of that, or are you still waiting in line like a lot of other people?
No, I had, so as far as all that goes, the stimulus packages and things like that, there's a few that have come out, and they're actually rolling out more and more every day. I have an accounting firm handling that for us, so I haven't face-to-face or sat down and had to really go over it myself. However, I'm trying to do a lot of things to stop whether we get a ton from that or none from that I don't want that to affect us. I've been real vocal and honest with our members and things like that, and told them we need their continued support. If they can and they're able to stay a member here at the gym, it's not only going to provide for our coaches their paychecks and things like that, because that's the last thing I want to cut, but it's going to still maintain the gym like it would any other month. This won't really affect us. Now, some people don't have the ability to. Some people have lost their jobs, some, servers, things like that. And I understand those that can, though, it's extremely important you keep supporting your gym, so it's here when you get back. Luckily, we've had great members that believe in that and believe in us and want to see the business, the gym, and the team thrive.
With that outlook, because of the April thing, and they keep talking about maybe June or July, how do you, the outlook of the gym, the progress of what you're doing? I know it's like a mental strain on you right now. How do you see what in the future right now? Are you not worrying about that, or day by day?
It's both. So as a gym owner, I'm a parent, I'm a husband and a parent, so I have a family. I'm a gym owner, I'm a coach, and when you mix that all together, you don't really get the luxury to kind of pick one or the other. It is a day-by-day process. Every day I wake up, there's new information. Got to take that deep breath and work through that day, one day at a time, one step at a time, but you have to be planning ahead no matter what. Luckily, that's something we've been doing for months now, is looking ahead and planning on not necessarily a disaster like this, but just planning on what we need to feel comfortable if anything does happen. So I do think ahead, I do plan ahead. I have things in my mind, things I've been working on with Coach Todd and Coach Rich to kind of, if they do extend this, how we're going to work through it and things like that. How am I going to keep those guys? Because most people don't know, my coaches don't have other jobs. This is their full-time job. This is all they have. So how are we going to keep them getting what they need to get, and then my family as well and things like that, keeping the gyms, doors open and whatnot when this is over. As a coach, though, it is like a day by day, and all the progress that we've built up, there's so many fighters that had big fights coming up. There's so much work we put in that now we can't, we can't maintain that level of work, obviously, and we can't progress beyond that, beyond trying to stay physically fit and mentally fit and work technique. And so, that stresses me out just as much.
With your family, you said you're married, you've got your kids. For a lot of people that don't know, how is that with the marriage? For people that are in relationships that may be going through a tough time, how are you staying strong with your family? It's just for a little bit of advice for people that are out there that may be straining.
Yeah, so I know everyone's got their struggles, no matter what you guys do. We all have struggles. If you've ever opened a business or anything like that, that's magnified. The number one thing I honestly try to tell everyone close to me, my coaches, my fighters, but obviously my wife, is that you surround yourself for good people with good people. You surround yourself with good people in life and try to maintain good relationships, because when things like this happen, if you have somebody that you can go to or help you out, and I'm not talking financially, I'm just talking about, to offer support, offer advice, you don't have to worry as much. When my wife gets stressed out, she's a big planner, or, I get stressed out, I always try to remind her that we're never going to be in a position to where we're hungry. We're never going to be in a position to where we are, sleeping in a car and things like that. We have good family. We have great friends. There's people we can stay with. There's, people that can give us food. Not that that's ever going to be the situation either, but that's the mentality I like to take, is that no matter what happens to me as a coach or a businessman, isn't going to affect my family in a way where they're suffering beyond what would be just normal wear and tear, being, upset that something had to close or things like that. My advice to people would be, try to put yourself in that position or think that way. Just remember that no matter what happens, you can stay positive about something. I like to get rid of that stress and not focus on necessarily the bad things to a point where it's making me tired and depressed. I like to think about, okay, well, worst case scenario, I still have the ability to teach people, to train people, to get a job, to, provide for my family, or at least put a roof over their head. And so try to just think about the positive things. Just know where, if it did hit the fan, just know what you have waiting for you, and don't dwell on the negatives to a point where it drains you.
Quick question, have you gotten into the panicking with the toilet paper situation, hand sanitizer? Have you gotten in that little thing, or you just, when I say respecting other people and trying to, are you in that? There's a left, right? Yeah,
with all the crazy preparations going into this, one thing I do as a gym owner, I know a lot of people don't, is I made sure that all the time that we have all of our toilet paper and paper towels and soap in bulk, in stock. And so when all this went down, as a family, we didn't have to really worry about it, because I always knew that's the benefit of being a gym owner, is I have a whole gym full of supplies that I could always take from if need be. So we didn't worry about it too much. We didn't stress about it too much. We were pretty much set to go. But I think it's all just kind of people going a little crazy. They need to breathe, take a step back, and just remember that helping each other out is more important in a time of need like this right now than trying to go crazy and hoard supplies and things like that.
So before I go, your contact information, and you have a YouTube channel,
yep.
You have your Facebook and your business. How can we reach you?
So All of this is also where we've been posting all of our virtual training. Anyone can access most of it. We do have a private Facebook group for our members where we're doing more in-depth stuff, but I post most of our training videos on my YouTube channel, John Morehouse Kickboxing. On our Facebook, it's Glory Martial Arts. Type that in, or Glory Martial Arts Orlando. We post a lot of our stuff on there, most of our stuff on there. And then our Instagram is Glory Martial Arts. And then mine is John Morehouse Kickboxing. And so we post a lot of that. Coach Todd has Gym Rat Boxing on Instagram, Gym Rat Boxing. And then Coach Rich has Coach_Grindle on Instagram. And they're sharing all of our stuff and making sure they're putting extra updates out on their social media as well. So you guys are welcome to reach out. The website's gloryorlando.com or glorymartialarts.com, and that'll be updated as well with a lot of these videos and things like that.
Thank you, John, for taking time out of your day to do this little interview. I hope everything works out in the future. Stay strong.
Cool.